Es tut's ja schon.
Mhm.
Und es ist belastend. So, was war ich am tun?
Das Spiel durchspielen.
Ich stehe direkt an der Quest, was... Ah, ich weiß schon, ich sollte hier... Ach so, ich muss diese Frau finden. Ich musste eine Frau finden. Ich musste die Quest, oh wow. Okay, jetzt gehe ich einfach hier hin und reise in irgendein Lager in der Hoffnung, dass es das Richtige ist. Okay, dann mal gucken. Oh, ich muss dir was sagen.
Ja.
Rate mal, was ich heute bekommen habe. Eben von meiner Mom.
Beim Tabby Toaster.
Sarah doesn't seem to have returned to her village.
Nein, eine Tüte Flips.
Someone here might know where to find her. If she came by here after having locked us up in the grotto,
Doch fast
she would
richtig.
have warned them we were coming. So even if they know where she's gone,
War kein Tabby Toaster?
My
Sehr
child,
gemein.
we have a more urgent task at hand than to find that woman. Your
Nee,
cousin is
Flips
still
waren super.
reported missing and must be in great danger.
yes, that's true. We must find Constantine. The High King can wait.
Das heißt
Oh,
keine
wow.
Flips am Wochenende. Oder doppelt Flips am Wochenende.
Warte mal, haben die jetzt gerade ernsthaft gesagt, dass ich die Quest nicht machen soll?
Nee, du sollst die Quest nicht machen.
Ja, ich soll jetzt schon mal die andere Hauptquest machen.
I have to ask you for another favor. I'm listening, Siora. Do you
Ja, ich
remember
helfe
the
dir.
mine shakers in my village?
Seelenschänder,
If I
ja.
understand correctly, there was some kind of an agreement made.
Ja, ich helfe dir.
Even though these priests would make good allies against the lions because they hate them as much as we do, my mother would never have traded the spirits of the people of the village in exchange for their help. And she would have wanted to be buried according to our rituals. She was deeply attached to our traditions.
So you think that they're lying?
Yes. And you understand these Renaigse better than I do. Will you investigate this matter with me?
Of course.
Wie,
Ja,
du sollst
mach mal.
die Quest nicht machen.
Ich weiß nicht, die haben irgendwie einen Dialog geführt und dann, also ich sollte irgendwen befragen, bin hin, dann hieß es, oh, die ist ja noch gar nicht da. Dann haben die irgendwie erstmal eine gefühlte halbe Stunde Dialog geführt, nach dem Motto, ja, wäre gleich eine bessere Idee, wenn wir den Typen finden, was die andere Hauptquest wäre. Also gehe ich jetzt einfach mal böse davon aus, dass ich die andere Hauptquest machen soll. Aber die mache ich jetzt nicht, ich mache jetzt eine Sidequest. Framerate. Missionarin Schwester.
What a pleasure to see someone come to. Do you want to
Ja.
hear the word
Nein.
of Saint Mat-
Not really, Father. My name.
Nice to meet you.
Ja,
What can we do for you?
ja, genau. Über die Vereinbarung mit Plattenit
We would
sprechen.
like to know more about the agreement you supposedly sealed with Bloodnet.
I do not see how our agreement concerns the congregation. But since you are asking us, we swore to provide this village with all our support in their fight against the Alliance.
In exchange, its inhabitants will have to renounce their pagan cult and turn towards the light.
My mother would never have made such an agreement. She's the one who encouraged me to become a Donegad.
The Queen had understood that the light was the only true path, even if she was attached to traditions. It is for this reason that we have accepted to seal our agreement according to your own rituals.
She had an engraver come to Falristal. He carved your strange symbols in the stone.
I do not believe a single word of this. You, the people of the light, are nothing but liars.
You would do well to hold your tongue, young lady. This village is now under our spiritual authority.
Ich hasse diese
By not
Sekte.
respecting us, you are committing
Ja.
blasphemy. And blasphemy is a crime that we punish severely.
Boah.
Because you think that you can administer justice here. I am the daughter of Bladnid, and you are...
So schlimm mit der
let's not get
Sekte.
into another battle and make new enemies. Let's go find this stone.
That is an excellent.
Ja, ich weiß nicht, kennst du das, wenn dich in einem Spiel so Charakter so hart triggern, dass du, es ist dich halt wirklich sogar richtig wütend machen?
Ja.
Ja.
Gibt
So.
ein paar Charaktere, von die das können.
Ich habe das eher selten, aber das da macht mich echt wütend, wenn die da... So, Stein suchen. Grad. Natürlich sind hier Gegner. Aber nicht mehr lange. Oh, ich freue mich auf Witcher. Das wird halt einfach cooler, weil du hast... Ich finde das Gameplay
Here's
besser.
the stone we were looking for. It is destroyed. We can no longer decipher the symbols. Strange, isn't it?
This stone was damaged on purpose. We will never know the precise terms of the agreement.
There may be a way. Promises in stone are a very ancient tradition. Those who want to make these agreements must turn to a keeper of promises. An artisan who makes the stone speak. There are but a few. We did not have one in our village before Karadek's arrival. He must be the one who engraved this stone.
I thought you could not write.
The Donegada have a secret writing that the keepers of promises,
gar nicht,
those
irgendwie
who want to
hab ich
seal
gar
a
keinen
promise, tell them to write, and they take care of it.
Okay, also wieder woanders hinreisen. Ja. Das ist ein das Lager.
Ich will es auch durch.
Hm?
Ach, Valkyria Chronicle. Ich bin gerade an 2 Missionen, wo ich nicht weiterkomme, weil...
Du wolltest doch durchspielen.
Ja, aber ich will es durchspielen, das ist das Problem.
Ja, musst du weiter probieren.
Aha. Ich
Strange.
ein bisschen.
It looks like no one's there, but the door's left open.
Da bin ich nämlich bei dem kritischen Punkt hinaus. Ja,
Everything is broken and
unendlich schwer.
turned upside down.
Mann.
A sculpted, engraved stone.
Und dann
What
spiele ich
happened here?
It
weiter.
seems like there was a fight.
Ich werd
Everything is scattered around.
It's as if someone
mit allen
wanted to
DLCs.
meticulously
Das ist eine Menge.
destroy everything in this workshop.
Ich glaube, das sind 6 oder 7 extra Geschichten dabei.
Taking a few things and destroying the rest.
Was
Unless
spielst
someone
du
else did this.
dann?
Phoenix Point
We
spiele ich jetzt.
must
Ach so.
find Karadeg.
Do you know where he might
Eine
be?
Mission.
This engraved stone bears the mark of Baraeg Nodas.
Und danach spiele ich weiter
Don't pass his
Valkyria
clan.
Chronicle.
Do you remember him? Karadeg originally belonged to this clan. He may have returned.
Let's go to Vigigidor and we'll
Das
find
wird
out.
weiter da. Ich habe heute erfahren, dass ich mit dem Adderschein nicht für eine Lehrereignung geeignet bin.
Oh.
Der reicht nicht.
Oh nein.
Ja, so ist es.
Und jetzt?
Nix.
Machst du eine Umschulung?
Nein. Vielleicht später irgendwann. Aber jetzt noch nicht.
Okay.
Noch habe ich Spaß an meinem Beruf.
What brings you here, Onomana?
We're looking for Karadeg.
Did he come back to your village?
He did come, and then he left. We could not take him back.
Did you exile him? Why?
He is the one who left. He disagreed with our stance on the Renaigse. He thought that we should be fighting them, throwing them back to the sea. This is why he joined the Gaesrad. And I did not want him to return if it meant that he would bring his hatred with him.
Do you know where he might have gone?
He feared someone or something, and he wanted to hide. He must have left for the woods south of here. He knows the area well. Is there anything else?
I must leave.
Qua awalum.
Okay. Auf nach Süden. Süden ist so schön. Süden ist so toll. Mist, ich glaube, da muss ich zu Fuß hin. So ein Scheiß muss ich mich ja bewegen. In-game. Man wird auch immer fauler. Ich bin verlaufen. Oh, ich habe heute richtig verkackt, ne? Wir haben diese blöden Matten, ne? Wegen dem Teppich, wenn man da drüber rollt. Die biegen sich halt, die wölben sich mit der Zeit irgendwie nach oben. Und ich hatte dann so meinen Schreibtischstuhl, hatte eine Tasse in der Hand, wollte mir einen Kaffee holen. Hat vorher Kakao drin, irgendwie waren noch ein paar Kakaoreste drin. Hat dann meine beiden Hände so dran, weißt du, ein Henkel an so einem Finger, so in der Tasse. Und dann versuche ich den so über diese Matte zu rollen. Das Ding bleibt hängen und dann ruckelt das so doll, dass ich aus Versehen den kompletten, also das bisschen Kakao noch da drin, über meinen Schreibtischstuhl Sitzfläche gekippt habe.
Oh nein.
Ich habe mich für den Rest des Tages nicht draufgesetzt. Ich wollte keine Kakaoflecken auf meiner Hose. Aber es war trotzdem super belastend.
Verständlich, ja.
Vor allem, weil du jetzt Schokoflecken darauf siehst. Das aussieht, als hättest du halt auf deinen eigenen Stuhl geschissen. So sieht's halt echt aus.
Nee.
Signora, Bertir Tumad Donegat. What are you doing with these strangers?
These strangers are my friends, Karadeg. You can speak in front of them without fear.
What do you want?
Tell me about your role as Keeper of Promises. What does it consist of?
Most words must be free and able to fly like birdsong. But some words must survive those who utter them. So they call on the Keepers of Promises. Those who want to become one must win the trust
Das ist ja ärgerlich.
and prove their
Wenn du dich da nicht auf den Stuhl gesetzt hast, worauf hast du dich angesetzt?
Stuhl geklaut.
Ich wollte gerade sagen, anderer Stuhl ist ja klar, aber
So
welche?
you are a kind of cleric. Thank you, Karadeg.
Do you want to know anything else?
Ja, die haben mir wegen dem Bildschirm noch nicht geantwortet.
We would like to ask you
Na gut,
about
sie haben ja
a stone
beschrieben, sie antworten,
supposedly engraved.
weil sie können.
It is the stone of the Renaigse,
Vielleicht
isn't it?
Freitag und so.
Die schicken mir auf den Bildschirm, sobald sie können.
I did not like them, but
Die
I
Frage,
could
was
not
zuerst
refuse
eintritt.
to fulfill my duty. Not when Vladnid was demanding it. And now that she is
Listen to know what was engraved on it. The stone has been destroyed.
I kept the piece of
Was glaubst
tree
du eher?
bark in which I prepared the glyphs. All the details are there.
With this tree bark, we could verify what my mother promised. Can you give it to us?
No, Donegat. I do not mean to disrespect you, but I will not. The Renaigse only bring us trouble, and you come with them. They will disappoint you just like they disappointed your mother. I do not want to deal with them ever again. They threaten my life, and because of them, I am forced to hide here.
I understand your fear. Take some time to...
Also entweder habe ich halt wirklich den letzten...
Könnte ich mir halt schon vorstellen, wenn ich ehrlich bin.
Den letzten bestellt. Also da stand, glaube ich, auch nur noch einer. Oder es stand kurzzeitig verfügbar. Und... wenn ich jetzt auf das Produkt stehe, steht da, muss bestellt werden, kann 1 bis 2 Wochen dauern. Dann habe ich echt den letzten bestellt. Oder irgendwer kam mir direkt zuvor und hat, weshalb ich jetzt den bekommen habe, der nicht da war.
Ja, ich kann mir vorstellen, dass du gerade den letzten erwischt hast.
Ich finde es ja krass, dass auf Amazon ja komplett ausverkauft ist, ne?
Mhm.
Aber du musst bis zu 2 Monate warten, um einen zu bekommen.
Das fällt schon Weilchen.
Mhm.
Ja, aber ich kann mir vorstellen, dass du irgendwie direkt den letzten erwischt hast.
What
Ja,
brings you
verstehe
here
mal.
on Almanawi?
We found Karadeg. You were right. He was hiding in the woods.
I know him well. Like I know.
His life is in danger. Some
Ja, auf jeden
priests
Fall
from
cool,
Tilene
ja.
are searching for him, and they won't leave him in peace.
So they are the ones he fears.
Dunkas, you cannot let him fall into these priests' hands. He is one of us.
I know. But my role as a
Oh, wow, du
chief
hast-
is to preserve the peace in this village. Being chased by the
Alter,
Renaigse probably
Kartoffeln.
only stirred up his anger. I do not wish to take the risk of him bringing it here.
You wish to create balance between your people and the Renaigse, don't you?
Indeed.
But how can there be balance if all those who oppose your vision are simply pushed aside?
I did not push him aside. He is the one who left and gave his support to the war he was dreaming of.
And yet, he kept the symbol of your clan with him. We found it in his house.
You are both right. I must be capable of maintaining peace, even with those who think...
Thank you, Dunkas.
Is there any...
I must leave.
Well, I will...
Okay, er darf zurück. Ist. Aber wie nett, dass du mich hier hinporten, damit ich nicht nochmal laufen muss. Sehr zum Vorkommen.
Das ist wirklich nett.
Mhm.
Renaigse, you have returned.
We would like to talk once more.
I told you that I did not...
You wanted to
Okay,
go
ich
back
verbessere
to
mich.
your
Sie dürfen
original
dreimal
plan,
schießen, die
didn't
machen
you?
doch Schaden.
You were hoping that Dunkas would welcome you. He is prepared to do so. He simply hopes that you will put aside the anger that is inside you.
When I left, I thought Donkas was too soft, too nice with the Renaigse. I was hoping to fight them with Bladnid. But in the end, she also chose to negotiate with them. So, I might as well go back home. Thank you for convincing him to take me back. Here, take this piece of tree bark. I hope that it will help you to chase these Renaigse away, Donegan. And I did not think I would say this one day. But thank you, Renaigse.
What do these glyphs say?
That we will assist the priests in their war against the lions. And they must help us in return. There is nothing about the spirits of the people of the village, or renouncing our traditions. I knew they were lying. Let's show this to Saint.
Ah, die bieten mir wieder einen Teleport an. Sehr nett.
Ui.
Ich wollte gerade schon loslaufen.
Shiora, Asir, what do you want?
Azeld, about this pact your mother supposedly made with the priests.
Yes. Did you find anything new?
We went to Falrisdale to see the...
Were you able to read it? No, because it was destroyed by someone. You're probably right, but for...
We retrieved the piece of tree bark that Karadeg used as a model.
Siora, what's written on it? Mother promised to help them against the lions, and they promised to help us in return. There's nothing mentioned about them settling here. And even less about them being entitled to the spirits of the people of our village. So they lied. They mocked us. and insulted the memory of our mother. I think it's high time they left. Don't you agree? I think so too. Come on, let's go. You lied to us. You took us for gullible children. Leave this village at once. You will never be welcome here again.
But if you want our help with the Alliance, your people...
By lying, you have insulted the memory of the Queen. The entire village will be happy to make you pay for your affront if they hear about it. You do well to leave before having to face their wrath.
We are not here to shed blood.
Very well, we're leaving. But
Das
we
heißt,
will
am
not
Wochenende sind die
forget
Priorität die
your role in
Speckbett.
this matter, Your Excellency.
I did not think they... Thank you. Thanks to you. Yes, she of course.
Noch bedanken haben sie sich bei uns. Ist okay. Kann man skippen.
Ja, leicht und kurz. Ich glaube, ich spiele noch.
Und jetzt die Hauptquest. Jetzt habe ich in 20 Minuten eine Sidequest gemacht. Ich glaube, ich habe noch 5 Hauptquests. Also ich hoffe einfach mal, dass die jetzt schneller gehen als anfangs die. Muss hier lang können. Ach, dumme Gegner. Ich will nicht gegen Gegner kämpfen. Zeitverschwendung.
This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It looks more like a battlefield. I hope the Donegad and your cousin survived the fight.
Search the area. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what happened here.
Soll ich so Clues finden?
The tents are lacerated by what looks like claws. And there are traces of blood everywhere.
Blutspuren,
Some
überall.
must have been attacked in their sleep.
Im Schlaf attackiert. Das passiert.
Blutspur, überall.
Ich habe gerade einfach kurz zusammengefasst, was sie in 10 Minuten gefühlt gesprochen hat.
Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without
Waffen
defenses.
verschwunden.
Our soldiers were attacked by surprise and animals were amongst the assailants.
Tiere,
However, our men
Angreifer.
reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies. And no sign of the
Flucht.
presence of Constantine or Katasak. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks.
Follow the tracks. Was? Wo sind denn die Tracks? Ah, hier. Nimm mal den Leichen nach.
This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the area and taken this path followed by their assailants. This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Katasak and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Katasak wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
There were bodies. And without a doubt, there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find.
Ja, ich search den Place ab,
Search mal den Place
Crater.
ab.
Without a doubt,
Was?
caused by an explosive
Search mal den
potion.
Place ab.
Nicht.
The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly to the end. Neither Constantine nor Katasak are amongst them. This blade is a native ritual knife. And this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual here. Could Katasak have found a better means to alleviate Constantine's symptoms? Constantine and Katasak must have been visiting this place. Perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened and many fell during the fight. But a group escaped down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
Okay, following the tracks. Ich follow jetzt hart die Tracks ab. I'm running through the woods, over the woods, under the woods.
More tracks. Footprints.
The
The ones who got away
Boot ist.
fled this way. Strange.
Oh.
These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat.
Merkwürdig. Diese Bäume sehen aus, als wären sie großer Hitze ausgesetzt gewesen. Der Baum brennt. Ich weiß ja auch nicht. Oh, da sind ja noch mehr Bäume. Sie sehen so aus, als wären sie großer Hitze ausgesetzt gewesen. Die Bäume brennen. Sorry, das musste sein.
Vielleicht brennen ja die Bäume.
Another burnt tree. This path seems to have been scorched in flames. Can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions. New
Follow the
footprints.
tracks.
It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only corpses of our own men. Where could these other soldiers have come from? More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on them? There are footprints. Only a handful made it up here.
Running.
The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or These rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. But what could have happened here?
Explosion, Tod, Verderben.
Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see.
Wir müssen bestimmt zum Lagerfeuer, den Wachtürmen. Sieht mir sehr danach aus.
According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. The patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge be in some way linked to this attack? That makes no sense. These vials look familiar. Katasak used the very same to stock his potions. He came all the way here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine. What have you gotten yourself into again? Very well. Let's some Constantine and Katasak definitely came through here.
Oh, sie fasst jetzt nochmal alles zusammen.
But they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Katasak.
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he can now apply leverage to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. Regardless of who is guilty,
Eliminate
I must find my
every
cousin.
enemy.
Perhaps we could return to Wenchavier in order to learn more. Katazak may have returned there. His Vogtlandide might be able to tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit their outpost. Their soldiers participated in the combat. or at least the end of it.
Mein,
They must have some stories to tell us.
That trail seems a better one to follow. Katasach is a good man, but the soldiers...
That is true. But I do not see how however, one way or another, constantly... Let us be on our way without...
Ja, ich mach mich auf den Weg. Oh, ich muss laufen, kein Teleport, nix. Wie gemein. Oh, hier sind diese Bäume. Die aussehen, als wären sie großer Hitze ausgesetzt gewesen.
Bombe.
Die brennen.
Das ist schon doof.
Ja. Oh, das Lagerfeuer habe ich sogar schon aktiviert. Praktisch. Walking around and around and around and walking around, around, around. Und verirrt. Falsch abgebogen.
Einfach so falsch ab.
Ja.
Colonials. You must have gotten lost to have come this
Desade.
Vorstellung.
dismay. But we don't get Captain Idris. I am the... What can I do for...
I
Hier.
am looking for Constantin d'Orsay, the island governor of the Congregation of Merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rattle?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died. But we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive, wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in there.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men
Bei
from the
Krabbenmen?
garrison up there.
How could you be sure?
One of them
Ach,
was
das nur mit den
carrying a
Granaten.
note, signed by your...
And they are dead. I
Lucky
had hoped
me.
they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the cliff top?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams. Certainly those of...
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing. You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me?
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something?
Biet ihm Gold an, wir haben eh genug.
One of the men I
A
poked,
survivor.
he
Excellent.
wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse
Ohnmacht.
sits with him, but there is little hope
Koma.
that he will come back to himself.
Der Typ ist im Koma, ist schwer verletzt.
Serious.
I'm
Er wird
sorry
nicht
to
lange
hear that,
können.
Captain.
Go and see the nurse.
Und jetzt sollen wir mit der Nurse reden.
Anything
Er will ihn
else?
nicht verlieren und ansonsten wollen wir überhaupt
I need
nichts
to be
von ihm.
going.
I would very...
So. Kurze Zusammenfassung, weil ich alles geskippt habe. Reisende, seid auf der Hut. Es wurden Verbrecher beobachtet, die um die Wasserquelle im Osten herumstreuen. Ihr Lager ist sicherlich in der Nähe, daher empfehlen wir dringend, diese Gegend zu vermeiden. Es sei denn, ihr seid schwer bewaffnet. Wer diese Bedrohung beseitigen kann, erhält eine Belohnung. Und einer unserer Späher ist nicht von seiner Erkundungsmission im Wald im Norden... Ich habe es aus Versehen weggeklickt. Er ist nicht zurückgekehrt. Ich glaube, wir sollen ihn suchen. So. Jetzt fix hier rein.
What are you doing there?
I know. I've come to see...
Wir wollen ihn sehen, ja.
What are you saying?
No, he said I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to reply. I no longer have a... now that we have...
Oh, wir müssen jetzt ein Heilmittel für ihn holen. Oder herstellen. Hier ist hoffentlich irgendwo ein Werktisch. Tatsächlich da vorne. Und das weiß ich, ohne überhaupt irgendwas von dem Text gelesen zu haben.
Mhm.
So, Herstellung. Hoffentlich habe ich genug Zeugs. Trank der Verbrennung. Easy, kann ich machen. Ich mache gerade 2. So. Kann er jetzt 2 geben oder so. Mir egal. Fertig, bin gut.
Were you able to concoct?
Yes, I...
Give it to me. I'll take...
So, die macht das jetzt.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow at the...
Very well.
I'll see you soon.
Okay, wir sollen den ganzen Tag warten. Oder? Kann er jetzt schon? Ne, er kann noch nicht. Er liegt da noch. Dann, wo ist der Schnellreisepunkt? Viel zu weit weg, egal. Flitz, Flitz, Flitz.
Ich mag Schrott.
Was?
Ich mag Schrotflinten.
Ja, Schrotflinten sind was Tolles.
Mhm.
Vor allem in Doom. Lagerfeuer sind tolle Feuerchen. Ich will eigentlich nicht skippen. Reisen. Da sollte ich hin. Dann sind die 24 Stunden noch rum. So. Da reden, mit dem Typen reden.
I've heard stories of your exploits. It's unusual. It
Ja,
seems, how
danke.
can I?
Tue ich gern. Hier.
Katasak has disappeared. Would you have an idea as to where...
What? But my Tiern followed you to help you. How would I know where to find him?
I don't know exactly what happened, but he took my cousin to a particular place. A place to perform a ritual. Their escort was attacked. Decimated by beasts and by magic. And my cousin and Katasak have disappeared.
And you believe that the Tiern has taken your cousin and killed his soldiers? Your heart must beat in shadow to believe that the man who offered you his hand only did so in order to better betray you.
Oh shit.
Wait. This is not what my friend wanted you to hear. Perhaps they were wounded. And your master wanted to take Constantine to a safe haven to heal him. We must find them at all costs. Wherever they are, they most certainly need help.
Forgive me, Doneged. Your words are true. I spoke without thinking.
There may be a way. I found these vials of potion on the battlefield.
They could very well. But let me... No. They are not his. I do not know this smell. The plants used to make it do not come from here. Another
Fremder
Doneged
Trank,
must
der
be
Trank sagt ihm
implicated.
nichts.
But none that I know would attack Katasak. May the trees protect us. Who would...
Yes. I sincerely hope that we...
When you have the scuff...
Okay, der weiß überhaupt nichts.
Quite a way lived.
Wir waren absolut umsonst hier. Alles okay, wir müssen hier hin und zurückrennen. Wo ist denn der Reisestein? Oh. Oh, da. So. Gleich haben wir es aber. In einer halben Stunde. Eine Hauptquest. Hoffentlich. Vielleicht. Ich muss nur schnell genug rennen, aber die rennt nicht schneller als rennen.
Die rennt nicht schneller als rennen.
Ja.
Ach, hübsch.
Sie kann nur langsamer rennen, und zwar das Gehen.
Okay.
Und dann kann sie noch schleichen. Ja, ich bin jetzt an meinem Ziel. So. Was los, Typi?
Hello, soldier.
Better. A lot better.
Ja.
I simply prepared. Could you tell me what...
I will try. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movement. It had been a couple of days when we heard sounds of fighting not far from our position. Men were screaming in our own language. So we went to see what was happening. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man. He seemed dire ill.
Konstantin Katasak and his escort. Who were they fighting against?
Dozens of wild animals. They seemed completely enraged and intent on devouring them. And there were flames.
Flames? Where were they coming from?
I don't know. My friends and other soldiers fell one after the other. I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion.
Ressourcerei.
Fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off the wounded.
Okay.
I got up with difficulty and fled. I dragged myself here.
I'm going to have to go and...
You shouldn't.
That's enough.
Yes, I'll have a word with you.
Bla bla bla, jetzt müssen wir zum Hauptmann reden. Den Rest muss die ganzen Danke und Bitte kann man skippen. Okay. Konstantin wurde entführt. Fakt. So, Hauptmann, was sagst du dazu?
Thank you.
Er dankt uns wieder. Wir sagen bitte.
Yes. I was able to question your man and he told me what he saw. He and his company heard sounds of the attack and they went to investigate. My cousin's escort were nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from all sides. A strange sorcerer controlled them. It was he that took my cousin.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would make the perfect hostage. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found.
Like you freed the scholars. Thank you again.
I need to
Nochmal danke, okay. Die bedanken sich zu oft bei uns, das verbraucht Zeit. Unnötig. Jetzt reden wir mit Darren. Wer ist denn das? Ach, da oben im Dorf. Keine Ahnung. Keine Ahnung. So, doch, also ich glaube... Die Quest dauert länger als 30 Minuten. Es wird knapp, aber wenn jede Quest jetzt noch 30 Minuten dauert, wird das echt knapp. Ups. Nicht richtig, ja. Oh, das sind die hier oben, ne? Das waren eh die Bösen. Ach, das ist okay. Da liegen sogar noch die Leichen vom letzten Mal. Ja. So, Leute.
Do it. What are you doing? Who let you pass?
Your men. We're here to parley with your chief.
Parley? With Renaigse? You truly believe that...
Leave this to me. I want to know what they... I know you, Renaigse. It is you who freed the lion prisoners. Speak. I will hear you.
To speak to you about my cousin's capture and the massacre of his escort. A soldier from the nearby outpost survived and told us that you were present on the battlefield.
You dare come here and accuse us of taking him? Let me throw him out this Renaigse. May they receive this punishment for their arrogance.
I know that you see us as your enemies, but we are not here to harm you. I only seek to find the man, as well as the man who was...
No Donea Exregao would attack Katasach.
If you didn't attack him, you must know what happened to them. I was told that an islander took my cousin away. Perhaps your men were there to aid them.
We do not have your cousin, and we do not know what happened to him. As for Katasach, and the Vorst Tire, he died from his wounds. That night, we heard the sounds of a terrible combat. The ground shook all the way to our homes. We went to see, but we arrived too late. The last breath of Katasach had returned to the wind when we arrived, and many of the Renaigse were dead. We could do no more. We carried the body of the Donegad and brought it here.
He gave his life to protect Constantine. This request might surprise you, but we would like to see him.
Why? What do you want to do with him, Renaigse?
Examine him, to understand what killed him. We were told that an island native was there, and that he likely led the attack.
No Donea Exregao would attack Katasach. You have been lied to, or they were mistaken.
That is the very reason I need to see his body. To understand.
You may see him. But if you desecrate his body, you will pay for this offense with your life.
Eieiei. Schade, ich dachte, wir würden den nochmal treffen, weil jetzt ist er tot. Wir konnten nichts daran ändern. Das ist immer schade.
Katasach. Seeing the state of his body, I hate myself for having suspected him. Forgive me, Donegad, to have doubted your loyalty.
Oh, der Arme.
And even more for what we are about to do. Now then, let's see what story this corpse has to tell. Afra would know how to get information from this body. I'll need to go and find her.
Wie verfügt nicht über das nötige Talentlevel? Mich verarschen? Wollen sie nicht. Okay, das tue ich nicht, oh Mann.
Afra would know how to get information from this body. I'll need to go and find her.
Einfach umsonst? Ach nee, hä? Wer ist Afra? Ach nö. Unser doofer Begleiter. Nicht zurückrennen. Die abholen, dann wieder hierher rennen. Boah, komm. Mal verarschen. Uff. Unnötig. Absolut unnötig. Nee, warte, ich glaube im Kreis war. Mist. Och Mann! Danke. Gefährten versammeln. Was ist sie da?
Desade, can I do anything?
Do you often hold?
Only when I'm...
Oh, und dann dodgt der.
Anything else?
I must leave.
Okay, müssen wir echt in die Gruppe mitnehmen. Ich mag den nicht. Haha, wir sind jetzt 3 Frauen, die rumlaufen. So viele Frauen, da kommen die meisten Männer gar nicht mit klar.
Sagt wer?
Weiß nicht, keine Ahnung. Frauenpower und so. Ist nicht witzig irgendwie. Hier lang. So, jetzt aber, oder? So.
Here is the body of Katasach. Could you examine it and tell us what you make of his wounds?
Of course. This won't be the first time I've examined a corpse. We note a great number of large, blunt force contusions, covering the entire surface of the victim's body. None of the wounds could be attributed to a blade or a spear, nor are there any visible bullet entry points. Practically every bone has been broken in multiple places. The rib cage was torn open and then collapsed. The open wound reveals multiple perforations of the vital organs. Here, the borders of the wounds have been singed. The flesh is blackened, exposed to a flame, no doubt. And we also note several patches of mineral residue. They seem oddly out of place in spite of the exotic insular origin of our deceased. I would be hard-pressed to tell you which of the wounds proved to be the fatal blow, but one thing is certain.
He was smashed violently by a giant rock that was without a doubt on fire.
Yes. These wounds are similar to those given by a heated cannon shot, though in a less regular fashion.
The dead soldiers we found had identical wounds. As crazy as this may sound, whoever is responsible for this attack is capable of wielding molten rock.
In any other circumstance, your conclusion would qualify you for an asylum. But I stand on the side of the improbable. The natives' powers reside outside the body of knowledge we possess.
I can't imagine an Adaig behaving
Wann soll ich morgen hochkommen?
It is not that way.
Weiß noch nicht.
That they might attack careless hunters or warriors, true, but to attack Katasach. The power to call volcano fires could only be that of a guardian. No simple man wields mountain
Dann
fire.
fahre ich irgendwann
We
zwischen
still
3 und 4
don't
los,
really
oder?
know who is actually behind this attack, nor what they want. Judging by the severity of these wounds, I fear the worst for Constantine.
All your experiments. You've learned so little. You've learned to fear. Your instincts should have been enough.
We had to at least try. Are you not even concerned? Or angered by what happened to Katasach?
We've grown accustomed to the loss of lives, your relentless attacks and incessant treacheries. All the same, there is truth in your words. This attack is out of place. Guardian and Donegad would never attack one another. There is a ritual that might help us. Anatalas Fair.
The Anatalas Fair? What is it? Tell me more.
It is a magical rite that only a person with a powerful bond to both spirits and nature can perform. It allows the Doneigad who chants it to relive the last moments of an unarmed...
That would allow us to at least see the face of his assassin.
If what I have heard is true, yes. To my knowledge, only one Doneigad still living knows the ritual.
Let's ask her for her help then. She might be able to tell us what has become...
You are quick to ask another to put her mind in danger for your own concerns. Imagine the pain of the wounds of another, shaking your body as the cold of death crushes your beating heart. This is what you must ask of the Tiernahach. It is the price she must pay for performing the ritual. When her companion was lost in battle, fighting against your own, she wanted to live that death beside her. Since that day, our Tiernahach Kadachtas has never breathed air with the same breath.
That would explain her distrust of the colonials.
You must make her see your purpose. It may be the only way.
Okay. Das könnte ich hier durch.
I can't do that.
I can't do that. Ja.
Er kann, der will nur nicht.
Ja, wie sowas. So. Da oben ist es. Genau, reisen. Dorthin. Okay, über eine halbe Stunde finde ich mal eine Quest.
Oh Gott.
Ja, ich bin mal noch in der gleichen Hauptquest. Das wird heute, glaube ich, nichts.
Hello, Meg.
Renoixe.
I've come to ask for your help.
My help?
My cousin has been taken.
Truly?
By performing the Anatalas fair on the body.
Katasach is dead. He was a good man. Perhaps
he went with my cousin to a... My cousin has disappeared. We examined him, and it seemed as if he had been...
Fire of the earth? Only then that none of our own would have...
This is why we need your help. We want to understand and to find...
And you will avenge the dead as you have avenged my wound in the past. Very well, Renoixe. Our island wails in suffering. Many... The Anatalas fair may kill me, but at least I will know. You will need to act as my Voglendaig, and bring to me the necessary...
What do you require?
A potion. And listen and remember. Do not forget, the viscera of the scavengers must be taken because they contain the flesh. As for the personal object of Katasach, find his weapon, because it knew his fury and his...
He didn't have a weapon when I found his body.
Where can I find...
In Doren's camp. She recovered him after the battle.
Very well. Not far from there is a sacred circle. Then we can perform...
In that case, let's go together to the ritual site. The place...
Very well.
Okay, Zutaten sammeln. Ich hoffe, sie stirbt nicht wirklich, sondern nur so kurz und erwacht wieder zum Leben.
Ich hoffe, sie stirbt nur so kurz.
Sonst wäre das irgendwie echt traurig.
Und kommt im nächsten Kapitel wieder.
Nee, weil die macht so Fake. Also sie macht so ein Ritual, um den Tod des anderen wieder zu erleben und seine Momente durchzustehen. Und wenn sie es hier nur so spürt, wie er stirbt, stirbt man ja dann selbst auch eigentlich, wenn man das spürt. Und ich hoffe, wenn sie fertig ist mit dem Ritual, dass sie wieder lebt. Also theoretisch sollte man ja dann leben.
Ja. Wobei die Möglichkeit ja potenziell besteht.
Ja. Ich glaube auch nicht, dass sie sich einfach so für uns opfert. Ausfressorgane. Okay. Lol, was soll ich tun? Am Ort des Angriffs. Ah. Oh, wow. Das ist ein Stück. Andere Richtung, hier lang. Die nächste links abbiegen. Nein, rechts abbiegen. Ups. Oh, neues Achievement. Okay. Hinten flüchtet in das schnell. So. Kletter doch mal da hoch. Komm schon. Da muss ich lang. Laufen ist anstrengend. Auch in-game.
Und
auf einmal sind Gegner, die war ja klar, ne?
natürlich.
Boah, die müssen doch nur drauf schießen, kann doch jetzt so lange dauern. So, sammeln. Waffe haben wir. Die haben die Organe.
Die haben die Organe.
So, check, check, check. Ab zum... Ich laufe nicht mehr zu dem Lagerfeuer. Einfach. Huch! Oh, lol, da war ein Port. Ich habe irgendwas getan. Ich weiß nicht was. Okay, egal. Wir sind jetzt hier. Ich habe zu schnell rumgeklickt. So. Und. Jetzt einmal drum rumlaufen. Wieder. Egal. Einmal noch. Hoffentlich. Ich hoffe, das ist das letzte Mal dort drum rumzulaufen. Nämlich sind fast eine Stunde für eine Quest gebraucht. Mit schnellstmöglichem Tempo. Da ist ein bisschen was.
Ja.
So, hier, Heilritualszeug.
Were you able to find the element? Yes. This is good, but the moon is not yet high enough.
Yes.
Ja.
Sit then.
Jetzt meditieren wir kurz. Jetzt trinkt sie. Zwischensequenz.
Katasach, we have come to learn the truth of your death. Ato al confrangawi brandi, ole hanamemen adestame haman. Baravridenan tahanemo quate grenfem, linqui damda renaute da hodos. Lemat, de tahawan kloisam, de talugedon velam, de taragam buledam, de tatamenam reloidan, de talamen kante bij dam en antelam verfragt dan.
Katasach, help me, please. Show no fear. I do not think he means you any harm. What is this? This monster. Why is it attacking us? I don't know. I don't understand. It is as if it seeks you out. It wants you. You never should have done that, Katasach. To save one Renaigse, you put us all in great peril. His spirit is different. He receives badly. You have woven the bond of the Deathbringer.
What is happening to you? Get a hold of yourself. Come on.
I cannot believe it.
God damn it.
He has returned. Who has? Finbar. The High King. We thought he was dead. He disappeared months ago.
Is he the attacker? And what of Constantine? Have you seen a young, blonde-haired man? He was sickly.
Yes. The golden-haired was there. And he was afraid. Katasach protected him before he was killed by Finbar. Leave me now. I am very tired.
How are you feeling?
Better. What are you going to do now?
If I want to have any hope of finding Constantine, I must follow Vinbar. I have no choice. I will need to return to his sanctuary in the north of the island. He must be hiding there.
You know where he is?
Yes, but I wasn't able to enter. I have one seed, but I need another.
Vinbar is a very powerful Doneigad, as well as being the High King. He has access to knowledge that even I cannot attain. He has seen the true face of Enol Mil Frichtim. His secrets must be well kept. And he would only have shared them with those he loved the most.
Yes. I must find Sarah. She is certainly the only one to know which seed is needed. Thank you, Mev. You have helped us greatly.
Do not thank me. I have not done this for you, but for Katasach. In order to satisfy my curiosity, I betrayed my king. You will find him and confront him, no doubt. All that remains for me to do is to pray that I have done nothing that cannot be fixed.
Farewell, Mev.
Okay, wieder komplett zurückrennen. Ich glaube, da müssen wir nur noch das Weiblein da finden, damit die uns den Samen gibt. Und dann können wir da rein und Konstantin rausholen. Und ich hoffe... Ich bin der Meinung, dass danach noch ein paar Quests kämen. Vielleicht gehen die ja dann schneller als die. Man muss Hoffnung haben. einfach etwas hoffen. Na gut ist. Oh, ich dachte schon, ich wäre falsch abgebogen. Musst du eh mit der reden?
And so you have left the cavern, Renaigse. And here you are again.
I have no idea why you suddenly decided to shut us in. I must know what second seed is required. Now, more than ever, we must find Vinbar.
Vinbar would not have killed Katasak. He respected him. And why would he bother with your cousin?
I have no idea why, but I know this to be true. The Tiana Hakkadactus revealed this to me. Would you accuse her of lying?
No. You are the one who lies like all the other Renaigse. And I thought that I could trust you. I should never have let you enter the cavern. And even less have allowed you to leave there alive. 8 more!
Jetzt sollen wir erstmal gegen 10.000 Leute kämpfen, ist auch okay. Nur die armen Leute hier töten muss. Ups, der hat mich getroffen. Ja, jetzt sind sie sauer auf uns, aber wir konnten ja nichts anderes tun. So, den Samen haben wir. Oh, jetzt gleich schließe ich, glaube ich, 2 Quests auf einmal ab. In einer Stunde. Das wäre natürlich super. Dann habe ich das zeitlich mit einer halben Stunde pro Quest richtig berechnet. Schaffe ich es dann heute noch? Halbe Stunde? Noch 4 halbe Stunden? Könnte hinkommen.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work.
So, Tür ist offen. Das könnte jetzt klappen. Jetzt müssen wir noch einmal hier komplett durchrennen. Wo ist hier? Nicht so, ne? Puh, ich nähere mich auf jeden Fall dem Ende. Tue ich schon, seitdem ich das Spiel gestartet habe, aber ich nähere mich dem Ende. Nicht gut. Cutscene. Super krass.
King Vinbar! Why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimen saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad.
Take it! You are too blind, too Renaigse to understand.
Leave him!
Bin getötet.
Oh, der ist schnell. Also für den Endboss ist der zu schnell platt.
Mhm.
Hey, nee, oder? Gibt bestimmt eine zweite Runde.
I cannot. Oh, source of life.
Free him. Oh, damn it.
Ja, das wird eine zweite Runde. Das wird sowas von eine zweite Runde. Das ist ein cooles Charakter-Design. Gefällt mir. Der hat sich verwandelt in was anderes.
Okay. Okay, jetzt ein Baum.
Nee, es ist irgendwas mit Flügeln.
Okay. Okay. Alles klar.
Der Kampf dauert jetzt ein bisschen leider. Wie war das? Hier war es, okay. So, Wiederbelebungspulver. Ich habe nur eins, wie doof. Und ist das Mana, Magie dran.
Ah, wann aber?
Komm. Magie dran. Oh. Ja, komm, der ist das Blatt.
Your cousin is probably freed from his stone prison.
You're right. Constantine, wake up, please, I beg you. Hang on, we are bringing you home to get you healed.
Oh, sieht der übel aus.
Back for...
Hä?
Ich habe gerade nochmal Indivisible angefangen, weil Tilt und...
Ja.
Und das erste, was passiert, ich werde eingesperrt und dann heißt so nach dem Motto, ja, wenn du nur deine Axt hättest, ja, die Soldaten hier sind aber sehr gründlich bei der Untersuchung. Ich glaube nicht, dass du deine Axt noch hast. Und dann der Hauptcharakter, ja, die können mir die Axt nicht wegnehmen, wenn ich sie in meinem Kopf speichere. Wait, what?
Was?
Ja. Sie hat die Axt noch.
Im Kopf.
Nein, richtig. Also Axtdick.
Okay. Konstantin, ich komme. So.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep.
Lol.
Affairs of state can certainly wait another day.
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
Die wundert sich nicht, dass ihm Äste aus dem Kopf wachsen. Lol.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
Ah, bei dir wachsen den Leuten Äste aus dem Kopf.
Actually.
Und bei mir kann ich Leute darin verstauen.
Thank you, fair cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the fourth time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I would not go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm going to tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it, and in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site, a place full of magic. I followed his instructions, and all of a sudden, what an incredible sensation. I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears, and beasts jumped all over us. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened. It seems that Vimbar was targeting you specifically. Did he say anything to you?
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his own language. It seemed that he was speaking to someone and following his orders. But there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman must have been hearing voices.
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you? Like the others?
No, not really. It seemed like he was trying to tell me something, though. He spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the Earth. It made absolutely no sense. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly. Of course. I just want to understand. Tell me more about this
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind themselves to the island.
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little time. So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me a sort of potion. What ceremony! I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous stone, and there, a gigantic beast came and started circling around me. It was incredible. I truly felt a bond with that place. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. It was marvelous. And now I am Onol Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was Enon Mil Frictumen?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to the sanctuary is dead.
Oh no. Do not tell me.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary, according to Glendam. I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they are going to name a successor.
Okay, neuer Hochkönig. Boah, das sollte echt nicht mehr lang dauern. Konstantin ist gefixt. Durch das komische Art und Weise, aber er ist gefixt. Finde ich witzig, aber ist okay.
Was ist mit Kurt?
Hä?
Was ist mit Kurt?
Der hockt irgendwo in meiner Wohnung und gammelt da.
Hm.
Ja, irgendwie hat er halt keine Lust mehr auf mich.
Wie?
Keine Ahnung. Immer wenn ich ihn mitnehme, brauche ich irgendwie ein anderes. Also habe ich ihn jetzt einfach gerade daheim gelassen.
Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, currents of Katasak. We learned of his death. Undivorced.
Alas, his was not the your High King Vinbar. He was taken by folly. He went away into the mountains after killing Katasak and capturing my cousin. Nothing I could say would allow him to see reason.
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him? Kirtan Sidak. What happened? How could a friend of Katasak do such a horrible thing?
I am sorry, but your High King did not leave me the choice. He was about to kill my cousin, and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nadaig. Perhaps it was for that reason he lost possession of his wits.
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. But something escapes me. Why? Why would Vinbar have done such a thing? His offering to Tiafradi does not justify what he did.
You know that I wished to see Enon Milfrictiman, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to do so. I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I am just as sorry as you.
Undivorced dear. We will celebrate his memory as well as those of all the members of our council that have fallen. Bloodnit, Katasak, and now our High King. These are dark times, but in spite of our mourning, we must elect a new High King. The children of Tiafradi cannot remain without a guide. All the more so in these troubled times. I will notify the Mal of all the clans, so that they may know to travel here.
Who has a chance of being elected, in your opinion?
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also attract support from many. And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world with his honey-dripping words.
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan. I must convince them to help me if they are elected.
I suppose. I must begin the preparations. You must leave now.
I must leave. Good.
Qua Williams.
Okay. Ich überzeuge einfach alle. Überzeugen, die Wahl, dann wahrscheinlich kommen in das Vermächtnis, dann decken wir alle Geheimnisse auf und dann sind wir fertig. Bestimmt. Ja, hier.
I am the bearer of
dead. And the first but he was plunged into doubt by your arrival. He was no longer at his people's side.
Glendan told me that you would be one of those keen to
That's true. But since she's no longer with us, I must obtain the title, drive away the Renaigse, and take back our...
Will you drive us away?
We will drive away the Renaigse. You are Onol Minawi.
I see. To allow me to meet Enon Mil. Only he can help us cure the Malachor.
Why should you be preoccupied with a disease striking those we want to...
I have my own... But you should know this is the best way for the Renaigse to leave the island of their own accord.
If you were to prove your loyalty...
What do you want?
For you to help us in our assault against...
What do you intend?
Attack and...
And how am I?
My clan... You that we...
Ah, okay, irgendeine Aufgabe. Ich,
I need to be going.
Wow.
Ist mir erstmal egal. Ich renne jetzt zu jedem von denen. Guck, was die anderen wollen. Vielleicht muss ich bei irgendwem mich gar nicht bewegen. Okay, noch. So, okay. Wo ist er denn? Da, ne? Mhm. So, hier du. So, der ist verletzt. Bla 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 bla. Es geht wahrscheinlich wieder ums Gleiche. Oh, von dem haben wir instant das.
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the words of a High King.
Have you thought carefully about what your allies' intentions are? If you approve of them, fine. But if you don't, it would be better to pick someone else.
You're right. It's a decision that is more important than our quest for an antidote. I must dwell on it.
Oh, was hat er denn gesagt? Jetzt hätte ich vielleicht doch kurz aufpassen sollen. Ich rede noch mal kurz mit dem.
What brings you here?
Oh, kann ich nicht.
What can you tell me?
We are.
There are a lot of.
It is true. We were already many of our village. Is there any?
I must leave.
Oh, Mist. Die andere will alle von hier vertreiben. Ja, keine Ahnung, habe ich überhaupt nicht gelesen. Ich dachte, das wird als das Gleiche. Das war doof. So, rede ich mit dem anderen, dem höre ich mal zu. Oh, ich bin manchmal so blöd. Oh nein, ich bin rausgetappt, ups. So. Boah, ich guck grad mal. Internet. Finde ich bestimmt was. Okay. Lisa, der... Wo ist er denn? Ist doof? Map. Die Quest. Ich nehme Dunkan. Tatsächlich auch. Er soll die beste Wahl sein. Einfach, weil er am ausgeglichensten ist. Die anderen wollen irgendwie nur Krieg und Krieg und Krieg. Wir machen einfach Dunkan da rein und fertig. Haben wir auch schneller durch. Müssen uns den anderen nicht noch anhören. Haben uns Dunkan auch nicht angehört, aber ist egal. Der wird schon nett sein. Der war bis jetzt eh immer nett. Vertraut uns direkt. Und allein dieses Vertrauen sollten wir damit belohnen, dass er der neue König werden darf. Ganz einfach. Oh, ich bin falsch abgebogen. Ich dödel. Nee. Hier lang, ne? So, und jetzt nur noch links halten. So, jetzt gab es hier nochmal einen links Abbiegestreifen oder so. Ich hoffe, ich verpasse ihn gerade nicht. Ich hab ihn verpasst!
Wie du hast ihn verpasst.
Welch nett. Hier, hier ist er. Super versteckt, ey. Okay. Oh, das ist das Ding, was ich ganz am Anfang noch nicht besiegen konnte. Also, hätte ich wohl schon, aber jetzt erst recht. Wie? Warte mal, ich hab doch... Stopp mal, ich hab doch meine Waffe. Oh, fuck. Stopp mal hier, das zuweisen. So. So, platt ist er. Puh. Konzentriert. Gekämpft. Ladebildschirm. Ladebildschirm. Jetzt muss ich ja auch nochmal komplett durchrennen. Wow. Das war wohl die falsche Richtung. Ne, hier geht's noch lang. Ja, scheinbar sind wir da.
What are you doing there? Here lie those who fell facing the first invaders. And you dare enter and scatter their bones.
I did not come here with the intention of defiling this place.
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King, hoping to choose the one who will lead us.
Isn't that what you were looking for as well?
Yes, but I am not a Renaigse. I wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking something that will make it a certainty. And so? Do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise or cowardly to come and get it themselves? Or will you give me the crown?
Deirdre is a great warrior. If she reigns, she will unite all of the clans. And with the blessing of Enon Milfrichtem, the people of your island will be chased away from here. Think long on this. If you leave her the crown, she will become the High Queen. You will not be able to change your mind.
I have come here looking for this crown because I must meet Enon Milfrichtem to ask him to heal my people.
Are you sure that they are your people? Very well. It is a very great honor you ask of me. But you took... If you give me the crown, you may speak to Enon Milfrichtem. I swear this to you.
Sorry, Deirdre.
Aber ich will dich.
Someone more... Too bad. I have...
Jetzt müssen wir kämpfen. So, wer ist da noch wach? Da.
Enough. I accept my defeat. Take this crown. I am not worthy to wear it, so it seems.
Indeed. So it seems. We will meet again at Dorhad Genador. Until then, Deirdre.
Angriff. Nehmen wir einfach den gleichen Weg wieder zurück. Da sind nämlich, glaube ich, keine Gegner mehr. Es geht schneller. Nur noch zu Dunkan flitzen, dann können wir das Heiligtum betreten und dann ist, glaube ich, echt heute fertig. Voll geil. Ich krieg's heute durch. Glaube ich. Doch, noch Doch, ich krieg das heute durch.
Echt?
Ich bin mir sicher. Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass ich heute wirklich fertig bekomme.
Mhm. Das ist doch gut, wenn es heute durchgeht. Oder?
Oh ja. Oh ja.
Ich meine endlich fertig.
Dann kann ich endlich mit Witcher anfangen. Was auch immer ich danach noch spielen wollt. Viel zu viel. Dann bin ich. Ist hier vorne. Aha, da ist das Lager. Warte mal, wo ist denn der andere? Hä? Ach, darum geht du. Okay, da muss ich, glaube ich, hin.
I went into the tomb.
And so you end. May this adventure have brought you wisdom, and this relic is venerated. The one who wears it will...
Yes, I do. I need to be certain that whoever is named will help me meet Enon Milfrichteman.
I have pledged my honor to help you, and my words are true. But more is being played here than a simple meeting. You know that I work for a tempering of spirits. The healing of wounds of Tifredi, and those of your own continent. But the decision is yours. To the daughter that was lost and refound on our island.
Take it. I trust you. In your wisdom, may we be guided towards a peaceful future.
The council has begun to unite. It is time for me to go. Thank you for choosing me. I will do all in my power to bring you what you desire. You have my promise.
Congratulations, Dunkus. I'm certain that you will be a very wise High King. And now, are you ready to keep your promise and take me to meet with Enon Mil Frichtemann?
You are burning with the impatience of youth. But according to tradition, I must first go to the sanctuary on my own. Without the blessing of Tifradi, my title is nothing but empty, meaningless words. But fret not. How could I be called wise if I went back on the promise I made my friend as soon as I got elected? Meet me at the sanctuary's entrance in 2 days, and I will open its doors for you.
Thank you, Dunkus. I'll be there.
Every one of us will be praying during these 2 days for Enon Mil Frichtemann to bless our chosen one. But we don't have to stay here and do nothing. We can go somewhere else if you want.
There you are, Karantz.
How was the encounter?
Enon Mil Frichtemann welcomed me like a mother would welcome her child. I will have to meditate on everything he told me and think about the warnings he gave. But now he's waiting for you. I will open the way. Once you are in the sanctuary, always stay on the right-hand path and keep a confident heart. Those who let doubt take hold of them and turn back risk awakening the guardians of this place. Qua aulem seg.
Auf geht's, den Gott der Insel treffen.
Hm?
Ich gehe jetzt den Gott der Insel treffen.
Hm.
Den rechten Pfad. Oh lol. Erstmal am Lager vorbeigelaufen. Okay, warte. Ich muss nochmal zurück. Das Lager würde ich gerne noch mitnehmen.
Mist.
Mist. Ja. Ah, jetzt aber. Auf zum Gott.
Mhm.
Bleibe schön brav auf dem rechten Pfad und drehe mich nicht um. Das sollten wir nicht. Oh, ich glaube, wir laufen ins Innere des Vulkans, ne? Ich speichere mal kurz. Oh, da ist er, oder? Ist er der Baum? Ich glaube, er ist der Baum.
that was taken has returned. The flesh of my earth. You, by simply coming into being, have tangled the strings of destiny of all the other children. I am he they call en on mil vliegtimen. I have followed each of your steps since your arrival.
I hail you, Enon Milfrichtemen. I have come to you to find a remedy.
A cure for the disease of a distant land. Her affliction was to be poisoned by her own children. Her veins rot in stagnant water. Her earth now bears poisoned fruit, and her children wither and die. And still it is those same children who can heal the lands, and with them heal themselves, if they only wanted truly. They could be taught by my children, learn to give back in return, learn to heal. But for that, I must survive. I have seen by your side the shadow grow, taking form. Fed by the venom of intrigues from faraway lands, he spreads it today in my sap. To save his own life, he stole my strength, and that strength has driven him mad, because it is not made to be taken. He draws each day a little more from me, and threatens us all. His hunger has no limit.
Oh, wir müssen, glaube ich, Konstantin töten.
I don't understand. Who are you talking about?
The one you call Constantine. You must stop him, or there will be no cure anymore for anything or
Oh, wie fies.
That's impossible. How could that be?
You must leave now. Someone has followed your footsteps. Someone has entered here without invitation. My children are waking and tracking. They will attack all from us. Flee, or you will be dead.
Oh ne.
I saw a man running out of the sanctuary, and I heard the cries of creatures inside. Is everything all right? Did you manage to get the answers you were expecting?
Yes. He told me that the Malachor had appeared because of the way the colonials have treated the Earth. It is actually some kind of poisoning, and it would be possible to cure it, but I'm not sure that I understood how.
Words that come from the heart of the island carry with them a wisdom, which may sometimes be difficult to grasp. If you need help, I would be glad to be of assistance. My clan knows how to heal the earth.
Thank you, Dunkus. I suppose I just need time to think.
You haven't told me everything, have you? There appears to be a storm weighing down on your forehead.
It is true. But it is something I must verify by myself.
I see. Do not hesitate to come and find me if I can help you. Qua aulum secarans.
Goodbye.
Wo sollen wir hin? Mit Konstantin reden. Oh. Boah, ich hoffe, wir müssen ihn nicht töten.
My fair cousin, I'm so glad to see you. You are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be most welcome. Let me introduce you to the emissaries of the Bridge Alliance and Teleme. Seeing them both in the same room is rather surprising, isn't it? But please, Your Excellencies, explain to us what brought you here.
Sire, I have come to humbly request your help. We have been sustaining terrible attacks.
Really? Are the natives behind this again?
Ich such doch nur einen
Unless it is the
Speicherpunkt.
traitors of the guard.
We aren't sure, but it is almost certain that the natives are involved. Governor Byrne is hoping that you could send him your cousin, as well as some troops.
It would seem that we are in a similar situation, sire. Our city has been sustaining terribly violent assaults, and our losses are great. Our Mother Cardinal is begging you to send her some help as soon as possible.
Dear allies, knowing that you are in such a delicate situation fills me with sorrow. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. And regarding sending my cousin, she's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance, without even mentioning the fact that what you describe fills me with fear for her life, which is most precious to me. No, I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our allies. I'm sure I can find the time to go and evaluate the situation.
I would love to accompany you, but my people are being wrongfully accused. I am certain of it, and I want to prove it.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse you anything. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We're so close to it now.
Don't worry about it. You know how important this mission is to me.
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should be to her.
Absolutely, sire. And we thank you both for receiving us.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Constantine.
My adorable cousin, I am always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island, and I was able to talk with Enon Melfrichteman.
How marvelous! Tell me about it.
The sanctuary is heavily protected. Only a High King can open it.
I remember you saying that Vimbar's death wasn't going to help us. How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earned the trust of the pretender who seemed to be the best choice.
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an old, bitter man, but he was right about you. Tell me, who did you choose?
Duncus. He's the king of the village of Vigigado, and a Donegad full of wisdom.
I'm certain that you have made the right choice. And then what did you do?
I was able to enter the sanctuary. It was an incredible experience.
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. Entering the most secret places on this island, talking to a god. What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old and very powerful Donegad?
No. In fact, I spoke to an extremely large tree. As strange as it may sound.
Fascinating. And I thought that gods were always old bearded men. Did he tell you where the Malachor was coming from? Is it a curse that he cast upon the first settlers?
No. According to him, we are responsible for the emergence of the Malachor. By exploiting the earth so much, we have poisoned it. And the disease has contaminated us through the water we drink and the plants that we eat.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible. So, there wouldn't be an antidote?
He says that the earth can be healed. That his children know how to do it. I suppose he was talking about the Donegada. He also said that by healing the earth, we would heal those who live on it.
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy for our neighbors to accept it, however. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism. Did he tell you anything else?
Yes. Something rather disturbing. He talked about you. He said his existence was in danger because of you.
Really? But that doesn't make any sense. I never hurt anybody on this island. Unlike our neighbors, I have never abducted or tried to convert islanders.
I don't think that's what he was referring to.
Cousin, please, you know me. I have made some mistakes, but I never threatened anybody. The only person who I put in danger is you. And you know how sorry I am about that.
Yes, I do know.
Forget about it, will you? This god manifestly wants us to pay for the sins of our fathers and to have his revenge for the invasion. By sowing the seeds of discord between us, he's probably hoping to weaken us. Do you realize that you have succeeded where everyone else has failed? The whole continent should be thanking you. Is there anything you would like to tell me?
I must take my leave.
Take
So wie es
care.
aussieht, habe ich
And
doch
come
noch
back
6
soon.
Quests vor mir.
Okay. Das ist noch gut und gerne 3 Stunden.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Fühlt sich auch gerade ziemlich nach Filler an.
Okay.
Mal gucken. Ich flitze zu der Quest und ich mache jetzt diese Attack-Quest und dann habe ich danach sogar noch 4 nach den 2, die ich gerade habe.
Bin gleich wieder da.
Mhm.
Lady de Sade, seeing you is a genuine relief.
Your emissary informed us that you were in need of our help.
Indeed. She must have told you that we were being attacked. We are sustaining the relentless assaults of furious animals, which some people believe to be sent by the demons of the island.
Some people? So you're not certain that's the case?
We were mistaken when we thought them responsible for the Malachor. I became more cautious. But no matter where these attacks come from, our men are becoming exhausted. One of our outposts to the east has sent us a distress message. They won't hold much longer. I beg you, you must go to their aid. Maybe they can help you find out where these beasts come from.
I will go there to meet them. I hope to make it in time.
I am infinitely grateful, Your Excellency. You have proved your efficiency many times already. I am certain you will put an end to this.
I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
Weil wir gerade hier sind.
Your Eminence.
Lady de Sade.
I have come from...
ich skippe das einfach mal.
You shouldn't stay here. We're sustaining. The animals appear to be crazy.
We're here to help you.
Are you the backup? I must admit I was praying for more soldiers. We're under attack every night. And we've already lost. At this rate, we won't survive.
Don't worry. We'll do everything in our power.
You still have some time to prepare before these beasts attack.
All right.
Ready weapons? There they are!
Machen wir die schnell kaputt. Eigentlich jetzt?
Do not lay down your arms. There are others.
Ei, komm schon.
Do not lay down your arms. There are others.
Ja, das sind neue Gegner, die hatte ich noch live Oh, den haben wir auch. Der ist
We have succeeded. Bravo.
Ich bin wieder da.
Why build an...
Well, if
we must... Could you... Thank you.
Fang und Speerfen.
Vedlock is very close. We are in Daedra's territory. You know what she thinks of the Renaigse. I hope she isn't behind those attacks.
Uff, Mann, ich war eben noch so motiviert und jetzt irgendwie die Motivation weg.
Uff, Katze.
that's the way the soldiers went.
Zorn. Tot. Viereck. Zorn. Das hat sie nicht gemacht. Zorn. Viereck. Warten. So, jetzt.
This man will die if we don't do something about it.
Ja, und tu halt was, statt zu reden.
Zorn.
What happened? Thank you.
Your officer sent us. He told us that you were looking for the origin of these attacks.
And we found it. We followed the beast's trail and it led us to a large glade east of here. You'll find raised stones there. The ones which are worshipped by the islanders. There was a creature there. A beast so large and so ferocious. I've never seen anything like it. That's what must have been attracting the animals. We wanted to kill it, but it prevailed. All my comrades fell in battle against it. I fled. I had to inform the lieutenant.
And you were right. Don't worry. We'll take care of it now.
We took some notes and we drew a map as we progressed. It may be of use to you. Everything is in that chest over there.
Mhm. Die Spuren der Bestien führten uns in die Gegend von Fettleuk. Die Kötze, die dort leben, müssen sie geschickt haben, um uns anzugreifen. Unsere Vermutung war falsch. Die Tiere kamen nicht aus diesem Dorf. Wir fanden weitere Spuren, die ins Herz der Insel führen. Die Fährte führt weiter nach Osten, wo es mehr Kreaturen gibt und wir laute Schreie hören können. Dort muss die Quelle dieser Angriffe sein. Wir haben eine gigantische Kreatur gesehen. Sie ruft die anderen Bestien und er schickt sie zu uns. Sie ist für wahr ein Dämon. Wir werden versuchen, sie zu beseitigen. Gut, dann müssen wir wahrscheinlich das Ding gut machen. Boah, so viele Kämpfe. Das sind jetzt auch nochmal unnötig. Boah, ey, komm. Ätzend. Komm schon, runter. noch richtig, ne? Ja. Alter Scheiß. Komm. Hoch ist das denn? Oh, fuck, komm schon. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. Oh nein. Oh, komm schon. schon. Ich hab's ja. Puh.
It was this creature who was leading the animals. It looks like a guardian, but its skin is strange, covered with ulcers, as if it was sick. That could explain its change in behavior, but not the intelligence with which these attacks were led.
Uff. Boah, ich glaube, ich muss gegen nochmal so ein Vieh kämpfen, wie ätzend. Boah, nee, eine Sackgasse, ernsthaft. War nie eine Sackgasse, damit ich nochmal komplett umdrehen muss.
Klar.
Okay. Soll ich jetzt hier lang? Links. Oh, war ja. Das wird heute doch nichts mehr. Hm. Macht das Spiel jetzt auf einfach. Die Kämpfe dauern mir einfach viel zu lang. Die sind nicht schwer, die ziehen sich einfach nur noch unnötig in die Länge. Mhm. Weißt du, so ballerst und denkst du, ja, du weißt aus, ballerst. Mhm. Ja. Machst das dann die ganze Zeit. Mhm. Die Schwierigkeit ist da trotzdem keine. Wenn es dadurch einfach ein bisschen schneller geht, mache ich es jetzt kurz auf leicht. Muss wahrscheinlich gleich alles nochmal machen. Nö, überhaupt nicht.
Mhm. Macht dir halt gerade keinen Schaden dafür.
Hm? Was?
Ich stand gerade praktisch vor dem Gegner.
Your Eminence.
Hab ihn mit der Schrotflinte ins Gesicht schießen wollen.
Ja.
Hat davon keinen Schaden gekriegt.
Oh, hä?
You are back. Once again, your help was a blessing. Did our troops survive?
There were some losses, but the outpost is still standing. And it is thanks to them that I was able to follow the creature's trail. The officer sent out a small party, hoping that they would be able to solve the problem.
Now that's a resourceful man.
His men died, alas. But following their tracks led me to the creature who was leading the animals. It resembled a Nardaig Menaemon, a mountain guardian. But it seemed like it was sick. Its skin was covered in stains and ulcers. And its behavior was different from the other guardians I've met.
Where could it have come from? And why did it send all these beasts after us?
I don't know. But someone must be behind all this. These attacks are too coordinated and too complex to be the work of some creatures.
You are a woman of great ingenuity. I have no doubt that you will solve this mystery. At any rate, I am extremely...
You're welcome.
Anything else?
I must leave.
Naturally.
May the Enlightened bless you.
Das gleich jetzt wahrscheinlich in einer anderen Stadt. Ja, ist das? Hoch, hab ich vergessen. Ja. So. Ey, wie ärgerlich. Ich hab so sehr gehofft, das einfach jetzt fertig zu haben. Nur eine Sidequest habe ich gemacht, jetzt sind es nur noch 5. Hauptquest.
Entschuldigung.
Fünf Hauptquests, 1 Stunde? Nee. Nee, das wird nichts. Obwohl, ich glaube, hier muss ich eh das gleiche machen. Den Dialog kann ich theoretisch skippen.
Lady Desade.
Your Excellency.
I am ashamed to once again and you have proven such animals. They do not even try to avoid our weapons, rushing as if to our best soldiers fall exhausted. Please find the if we cannot hold out, the entire population. No, not at all. I sent a small I beg your pardon.
Have you forgotten? But you
I was certain that the witch doctor would refuse to help us. They have us marked down as enemies, after all. And I had good reason to believe that you would not resort to physical persuasion.
You were even ready to use brute force against your own allies.
Whatever do you mean?
After wounding the Tiana, your spy attempted to kill me, Excellency. And you dare to tell me that my anger is exaggerated. Can I remind you that to assassinate a legate is to declare war against her sovereign?
I never... I promise you that I had no intention for any harm to befall you. That man went beyond his orders, I assure you. I implore you, please accept my sincerest and profound apologies in the name of the Bridge Alliance.
I can only give you the benefit of the doubt for now, Your Excellency. In the meantime, you need not keep a candle lit for the return of your sire. He paid for his audacity with his life.
He would have been made to answer for such infamy, I assure you. Once again, I apologize sincerely for this crime. It should never have happened. In any case, we need to get our hands on this woman. The remedy is perhaps...
There never was a remedy. It was a wild goose chase. Perhaps even some sort of machination.
No. That is terrible.
Ah, es geht die Frau, die deine Typ da erschossen hat, die wir dann gerettet haben.
How could I have been so naive? What a shame. I am truly sorry that you risked your life in vain. Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have taken care of your problem with the caravans. The merchants should now be able to reach Hikmet.
Captain Rainhild has sent a message to that effect. You have done a great service for me. I was told that you met these savages and then let them... They showed no mercy at all with your...
The congregation is not in conflict with these natives.
Ah, your famous neutrality. Well then, you have solved the problem.
My pleasure. I imagine...
Indeed, and I am extremely worried. We have the means to repel these savages.
Perhaps there is another... The natives have clearly expressed their wishes.
I see where this is headed, but I fear that they were not honest. A few natives are being held in the prison of the Coin Guard, but a handful of warriors does not seem to justify an assault of such...
They were not speaking of just a few soldiers, but the victims are...
This is inexplicable. We have taken no village. Of course, we answer their attacks in kind. And but what use would we have for a few fishermen, hunters, and weavers? I doubt that. But of course, it is always possible that a few bandits might have stolen a shipment of arms. If that were the case, that would explain a great deal. Since you have been of such service, would you be of a mind? Capture a few of these savages. Make it your mission. You must understand what is going on.
Very well. I shall...
Would you like to speak?
I have to go.
Farewell, my lady.
Einfach noch eine Sidequest bekommen. Aber die überspringe ich jetzt einfach mal. Wo ist mein Bett? Ah, geradeaus. War schon 10 nach 9, das Spiel ist immer noch nicht fertig.
Rise by Sin, bei Virtue Fall oder Frozen? Oder Frozen? Okay. Ich bin gerade vorhin gekommen. Gerade vorhin gekommen.
Das Spiel auf Live gestellt worden. Macht halt irgendwie so gut wie gar keinen Unterschied. So.
You managed to.
Das gebe ich jetzt einfach mal, damit ich so könnte.
Like I said, can you
You were not so.
I am, but if I get...
You're right. They went towards. If you, this is good luck.
Ich habe keine Ahnung was.
I must go.
Goodbye.
So. Nebenspiel. Hier ist noch eine Sidequest.
Hello, Captain.
So kann ich hier nicht gehen.
Goodbye.
Okay. Wo lang? Zum Lagerfeuer. Noch 5 Hauptquests. Und bin nicht durch. Noch 5 Hauptquests. Und bin nicht durch.
Du musst nur noch die Sidequests machen.
5 Hauptquests.
Und die Secrets dann.
Boah, nö, vergiss es. Möchte nicht. Ich hab's auf leicht gestellt. Ich dachte, oh. Ich hab's vergessen zu speichern.
Oh.
Ich dachte schon, ja, irgendwie ist der Kampf genauso anstrengend.
Who are you? Are you this? Can't you tell?
He was one.
Yes.
Him. And these
Oh, der
what
sagt
the
jetzt
cow should go.
irgendwas, dass wahrscheinlich wieder so ein Ding da hinten ist. Dass wir wieder platt machen müssen oder so. Egal. Sind wir wieder da, wo ich so ungern bin, weil ich hier die ganze Zeit rumlaufen muss. Uff.
I wanted to speak to you about the assaults that Hikmet...
Assaults? We have nothing to do with it this time. My men are not ready to attack the big city.
They're not being attacked by men, but by beasts. Dozens of them.
So, they are also attacking the Renaigse? That's a relief.
What do you mean?
The animals are attacking us as well. They throw themselves at any man crossing their path, as if they were enraged. They even throw themselves at the camp's defenses. I had never seen anything like it before.
A similar thing was happening west of the island. The animals were led by some sort of guardian. It resembled a Nardaig Menemen, but its skin was black and covered in ulcers.
I have never seen a guardian that fits the description you've given. I don't think they exist.
Could a Doneigad have done this?
You're a typical Renaigse. You don't understand anything. The Nardaig are our ancestors. None of our people would make a Nardaig suffer, even if their heart was black and full of resentment.
And yet someone or something is making the beasts aggressive here as well. And we must find it.
We? Do you want us to work together?
Why shouldn't we? Don't you want to stop this too?
That's true.
Mal! Our guardian! He had changed! He is attacking our own!
What? Come! Follow me!
Oh. Ach, die haben doch nur Mind-Controller. Dann musst du da immer einmal auf den Kopf schießen, dann gehen die runter. Ja. Geht das?
What happened to our nada?
No idea. I'm sorry. It left me no choice.
You fought bravely and you did what you had to do. Our guardian had changed. It no longer recognized its children, and it was the one leading these beasts against us. Something really bad must have happened to it.
It resembled the other guardian I told you about. As if they had the same disease.
Guardians don't get sick. They are far more than beasts.
And yet you and I saw the same thing. At last, the attack should stop now. What are you doing here?
Who are these Renaitse? Spies?
They only came here to discover the source of the attacks.
And they thought we were responsible.
Why are you still here? You should have gone back to the outpost.
I'm sorry. We were uncertain that we could trust you. You said you knew these people, and then we heard cries. And saw the giant creature attacking their camp. And we realized that it was this creature who was leading the beasts.
And you discovered that we weren't to blame.
Yes.
I'm really sorry. We should go back to the outpost now.
Darren, if we let them go, they'll tell their leader the location of our camp.
Are you prepared to swear that you will never speak of this place?
You saved our comrades and maybe our city by killing this beast, so... Yes. We swear.
I hope that they will be true to their word. Fine. They can go.
We are extremely grateful.
Thank you, Darren. Now, let's go tell the governor of Hikmet about this guardian.
Qua awalen segrenaigse. And if you find the one who's behind all this, kill him.
Und wieder zurück. Muss noch laufen. Ist doch nicht. Wir sind nicht zu Ende gehen. Ich hatte ja echt gedacht, ich krieg das heute hin.
Du kannst versuchen, es morgen fertig zu machen.
Nee, morgen kann ich ja nicht.
Theoretisch können wir schon ein bisschen vielleicht.
Nee.
Your Excellency.
I've been told.
Vor allem dann, wenn der Monitor da ist.
I said to thank. Would you like?
Der wird aber morgen nicht da sein.
Wer weiß.
Farewell.
Ich glaube nicht, dass der morgen da ist. Schön wär's und so, aber... Ich glaube nicht. Noch 4 Sidequests. Sidequest, Main Quest.
Constantine.
My adorable cousin. I am always happy to see you.
We managed to solve the problem of the attacks on San Mateus.
Really? So, what was causing them?
The city and its outposts were being continuously attacked by animals. These beasts were led by a large creature that strangely resembled a mountain guardian.
This is the same creature which High King Vinbar turned into, isn't it?
Exactly. Except it looked sick and it didn't act like the High King did. It was calling the animals around it, and it seemed like it was transferring its disease to them before making them attack. I've never seen anything like it. And there's more. Hikmet was in a similar situation, do you remember?
Of course. Don't tell me that a Guardian was involved there as well.
Yes. The governor was convinced that the attacks were led by the islanders, and yet they were being attacked as well. And it was by their side that I fought the creature. That time it was a Nardaig Glenderman, a beach guardian, but it seemed just as sick. And it was also manipulating the animals to make them aggressive.
So, it would be some kind of epidemic affecting the Guardians. I don't see what we can do about it. Actually, I think you have already done what had to be done, by eliminating those that were threatening our neighbors.
Perhaps. But I am certain that there is more to it than a simple epidemic. These beasts attack in a coordinated fashion, which requires an intelligence that they don't have.
You're exaggerating, fair cousin. The attacks you thought were coordinated may just have been coincidental.
You may be right. But I can't help thinking that someone is behind all this.
Do you really believe that a Denegad would want to take over the island? Cousin, you know how much I respect you, but frankly, this doesn't seem very coherent. But I see it's already quite late. If you'll excuse me, fair cousin. Regrettably, I must leave you.
Where are you going?
Not very far, rest assured. But I have a small personal matter to take care of, you see. Don't be concerned. There's absolutely no risk. Use the opportunity to take some rest. You've really performed miracles recently. See you later.
But why would he leave like that? Guard, do you know where my cousin is going?
Sorry, Your Excellency. His Highness didn't tell me anything.
You are one of his bodyguards, aren't you?
I am, Your Excellency. But recently it has been difficult to force His Highness to accept our presence.
Recently? You mean this isn't the first time he's left without an escort?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency.
You'd better tell me everything.
But Fine. I don't mean to be disrespectful towards him. But His Highness's behavior has been very peculiar recently. He sleeps very little, and goes out alone almost every night.
And it didn't occur to anyone that I should be informed?
Well, His Highness had specifically ordered us not to tell you about it.
And where does he go? I thought the days when he used to go from tavern to tavern were over.
He doesn't go to taverns, Your Excellency. From what I know, he goes outside the city.
Where could he go outside the city?
I've no idea. We saw him going north. That's all I know.
Listen. I know this matter is putting you in a difficult situation. You were supposed to protect my cousin wherever he went. But he refused and ordered you to keep your mouth shut. But Constantine is not just my governor. He's my cousin. I'm worried about him. He's already been abducted once when leaving the city. So if you know anything else...
I don't really know where he's going, Your Excellency. But I think I know where you could find out. When he doesn't leave the palace, he stays in his office for hours. He writes so much down in there that he could fill entire books. Here, I have the key. Take it. I hope you find His Highness and manage to make him see reason.
I don't like this at all. What could he be doing outside every night?
Ever since he became Onol Manawi, he has become even stranger than he was before.
Starting to believe that the revelations of Anon Millefrictaman had some truth to them. Let's rummage through his papers.
Dieses ganze Potenzial, dieses Gefühl der Macht, ich fühle mich so lebendig. Meine Experimente waren erfolgreich. Katassachs Bindung hat mich geheilt, aber die ich selbst erzeugt habe, haben mich zu einem Gott gemacht. Bald wird die ganze Insel meinen Ruf folgen, solange ich nicht gestört werde. Eine kleine Gruppe von vertriebenen Eingeborenen hat mich neulich Abend im Quenvar gesehen. Wenn sie mich verraten, können sie meinen ganzen Plan ruinieren. Ich kann dieses Risiko nicht eingehen, ich muss sie loswerden.
We may find a clue.
Wow, jetzt wird Konstantin böse und dann müssen wir ihn töten.
Oh nein. Warum?
Wette ich drauf.
Warum, Konstantin? Warum?
Für ein unnötig langgezogener Plot-Twist. Er ist halt realistisch lang gezogen, aber trotzdem.
Warum tut er das?
Sorry. It can't be easy to discover that your cousin has descended into madness. But we can't let him kill these people simply because he's afraid they might have seen him.
May the trees on your road always bear fruit.
Thanks. You saved us. These beasts would have torn us to shreds.
These animals were strange, as if they were enraged. Thanks again, Renaigse.
I'm glad I could help you. And perhaps you can do me a favor in return. I'm looking for a young man, a Renaigse. But he looks a bit like an Onol Manawi.
Someone like you?
In some ways. But his marks are different. Darker.
She's talking about the crazy Donegad.
Indeed, that might be him. Do you know where to find him?
No. We see him passing by around nightfall, but we don't know where he's going.
He walks along the path, often followed by some beasts.
He has a sinister look in his eyes. He scares me. So, we stay hidden.
And you do well to hide. I think he's the one who sent these animals to attack you. Do you have any idea how I could figure out where he's going?
She could hide in the old house. She would see him passing by and could follow, couldn't she?
You're right. If you take this path to the right, you'll reach an abandoned house. You can hide there. And from up there, you will be able to see the path perfectly.
Thank you. You've been a great help. And stay hidden. You may still be in danger.
Be prudent on Ol Manawi.
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalem seg.
Do you want to?
Wollte ich mit dem reden?
I'll leave qua awal.
We can't be seen from the park.
Look, he's coming.
For himself here. Let's follow him, quick.
Aber auf jeden Fall war noch hier die Quest fertig.
What are you doing?
Cousin! You're here! I would have preferred that you learn all of this another way. To be able to reveal everything to you in better circumstances. But whatever power we earn, there are some things that escape us.
I have no idea what you were talking about. But what are you doing here?
I seem monstrous to you. I am well aware of that. But I promise to explain everything when the moment is right. Then you will understand. You will see. Oh, the temptation is so great to share all with you right now. You have done so much for me. You have given me so much. I haven't forgotten, believe me. But I still have more to do. Forgive me and have patience. Hold them back. But do not kill her for anything in the world.
Constantine, come back and explain yourself. He's gone mad. It's the only explanation.
die haben so viel Leben, das dauert genau. Hier mit irgendwas. Komm schon. Geht doch.
Flesh of my earth, help me. You saw him do it, didn't you? You saw him draw from me, steal my children, my guardians, pervert my force.
Yes, but I don't understand.
What he wants, eternity, strength, power. It is what they all want. Those who take without looking beyond themselves. Like all those from the faraway lands.
He wasn't like that. He couldn't care less about all that.
Then it is the sickness, the brevity of his existence that terrified him to the point it changed who he is.
Irgendwann.
You must stop him. Each time
Irgendwann
that
hol ich.
he destroys me a little more. And with me, the hope for a cure. And now it's my heart, my most sacred sanctuary that he covets. You must kill him.
That is madness.
The consequence of his folly, yes. Believe me, there is no other solution. Stop him, flesh of my earth, or there will be nothing left to save.
I still can't believe this.
I understand what you feel. I have trouble believing it myself, but Enon Milfrichterman never lies. We need to stop your cousin by any means possible.
We must learn more if we want to understand his plans and prepare against them. This hiding place he was talking about in his notes. We must find it.
Your cousin's insane, but he's not an idiot. He must have warned his personal guard about us.
You're right. We'll need to be careful.
Being careful will not be enough. We'll need an army.
It's true that at the rate he's gathering his creatures, we'll need allies. The natives will likely help us. And the Admiral may listen too. We should also be able to count on Sieglinde. Her troops will be all the more welcome. And of course, we can also go and find the Mother Cardinal, as well as Governor Buren. What an absurd project. On the continent, they would brand us insane. But not here, on an island where everything is possible. And all folly is accepted. Let's go. We need to put an end to all of this.
Ei. Alles am Eskalieren hier.
Mhm.
Okay. Jetzt müsste ich theoretisch nur noch 3... Oh. 3 Hauptquests machen und die hier wird auf jeden Fall länger dauern.
Hm.
So, dann speichere ich einfach schon mal. Beende den Stream hier. So.